Good morning, YouTube. I'm back from vacation, and oh boy, do we have a lot of stuff to do today at the dealership.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, and over there is Josh. And let me tell you, poor Josh. I left during the best week of the year to leave because apparently everything went wrong or just was busy as hell.
Wrong. It was just like one thing after another. Like I was just so busy. I was here for like 12 hours one day.
He was texting me, and I was seeing emails and everything, and he was...
I tried not to bother Dan too much, though.
Which I appreciated, but you know how it is. You can't not ask and whatever. But let's talk about all the things he had to deal with last week and all the things we got to do this week, because next week is Christmas, and Josh is going on vacation. So it's my turn to suffer in about 3 days.
On the plus side, you're going to be here during like Christmas, and people aren't going to be doing much, hopefully.
Yeah, I figure it's going to be a slow week next week, so we're trying to get stuff done. So I have a time limit because I am getting ye old snip on Wednesday. Yes, I'm getting a vasectomy.
Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap.
So starting Wednesday afternoon, I'm not sure how much physical stuff I can do. They say 2 or 3 days of taking it easy. If it goes well, if it goes poorly, 4 or 5 days. I don't know. I'm expecting that I'm just going to kind of be laying around for about 2 or 3 days, which means I can't really like wrench on cars and do heavy lifting, and I gotta watch my little kid kicking me in the nuts because he seems to like doing that like 10 times a day. That means, first of all, I need to film a bunch of videos. So I'm filming this video. I've got 2 others in mind, so that way I can edit those videos while I'm kind of laying around. That works out great. Other than that, we have a car going out the door today. We have cars that are prepped and photographed, so we got to get cars listed, and we have to redo some other stuff. And oh boy, we got to clean up because like when I was gone, apparently it rained and was crappy and the weather was awful and just stuff happened. All right, so first thing is a frustration of owning a small business. Well, frustration of any business really. When stuff breaks, we have this pressure washer, Draft Tools pressure washer right here. And we use it a lot, and it was all like, I bought like the upgraded version that's supposed to be better and blah, 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 whatever, and it's busted, see? Cool. That thing is like 1 year and 2 months old. So I don't know that I could recommend those. Funny enough, way back in the day, they actually wanted to give us one for free to review. I'm kind of glad we didn't, because now I can talk smack about it. Now we're torn because do we buy another one of those and be lazy, or do we buy like a commercial grade one? I don't know. Commercial stuff's like over $1,000. That thing was $500, so it's like half the price. But then again, it only lasted a year. So we kind of been using our Jenko little portable.
It works, but
It's yeah, you gotta like move stuff around, and that's one thing we gotta fix. Oh, so a quick update, you know, we've been catching tons of mice. Well, did we catch any mice while we were gone?
No.
Just the rat.
Just a big rat.
So apparently we caught a small dog-sized rat, and funny enough, it got caught in one of the mouse traps. So I'm like, man, that mouse trap punched way above its weight. Josh said it was like literally like, you know, 1.5 pound rat. He's a big boy. Well, good, because we've heard that there was a rat that keeps getting in here. Also, we got some stuff to install on the shop itself. So these are like some guards to keep bugs and rats and other critters out. It's also to seal it up so it has better, you don't lose as much air and stuff when you're trying to heat or cool it. Those need to get installed very soon. We did it actually freeze while I was gone? It like got done.
No, it got cold, but it didn't freeze.
Okay, it got close.
I didn't have to turn the heaters on in here. I just wore a jacket.
Okay. It's actually like 70 degrees out, even though it's December in Texas. We gotta get that listed. You gotta check it out. We have this Corvette Grand Sport. This thing looks awesome. It's actually the Centennial Edition, the 100th anniversary. It's got Alcantara interior. It's this special gray color that looks really good with the wide body and everything. This is a bad car. I like it a lot. This thing's gonna be listed for sale. Check it out. Surprisingly enough, we don't have anything in the lifts for once. That is shocking. Okay, so I'm gonna laugh because it's like if you don't laugh, you'll be like frustrated and cry. Josh was telling me that while I was gone, a vehicle ran into our building.
Thankfully, I was not driving.
Yeah, thankfully it was neither of us or anything like that. So you can see this wall is pushed out and it caved in our wall right here. I'll go outside in a minute. Whoop. It knocked over all this stuff.
It was a Ferrari that hit the building. We'll just say that. We can't really say much more than that.
Yeah, thankfully it was not.
Wasn't one of our Ferraris.
Was the Ferrari damaged?
Not really.
I mean, this is
really.
pretty soft metal, so that doesn't.
Not really.
I mean, maybe it scratched it or something. I don't know.
It was like a light scratch on the bumper.
Okay, so that's gonna have to be repaired. Let me show you what's going on outside. Well, you can see it kind of creased all those panels. Oh wait, man. So yeah, it pushed in the wall right here. I think there is a support beam right here. Hopefully it didn't damage that. There's something to hold the window. It's not just sitting on the, the tin. The really annoying part is this is all painted. So I'm like, if we replace these panels, I'm trying, where does it go right here? Is this, nope. Oh, okay, right here. Yeah, you can see the seam, it popped out the seam. So this panel, this panel, this panel, and this panel. Holy shit, oh yeah, geez. All the way here, almost all the way to the edge. Crap. Well, okay, well. Always something, right? Hey, jeez. Guess we'll call the guy who did a lot of the metal work. And the problem is, if we replace the panels, then we're gonna have the insulation guy come back out to spray foam the panels, because they have spray foam on them. And if you remove them, then of course there's no spray foam. It's not just panels; it's panels, spray foam, and paint. I mean, the panels probably gonna cost, I'm gonna guess, $500, but I bet you the paint's another $1,000, $2,000, and the insulation could easily be a couple $1,000. It's not even that it's that much; it's that to have those people come out and do all that.
I think that's the extent of the bad news.
Oh, okay. We're done with bad news?
Yeah.
Yay! Okay. This is always the fun part about coming back from vacation, right? You gotta find out all the crap that happened. Great. All right, YouTube. I am fighting Mother Nature and generally losing. So we have these big ass cottonwood trees. They're very large, and they shed a lot of leaves, and they shed leaves all year round. Particularly this time of year though, because fall and all that. And when I got to the shop this morning, I mean, the entire driveway was just leaves. So I blew the leaves off into the grass, I mean, whatever, and there are already more leaves coming. Now the reason it's annoying is because this time of year we actually like to enjoy the doors being open, and whenever we do that, well, the leaves all just kind of make their way into the shop. It's just annoying. It's not a big deal, but it's annoying. So I guess it's one of the downsides of having these beautiful trees all around us is they shed a lot of leaves. I also wanted to follow up with another thing. This is just one of those little things that, as a small business owner, is frustrating. When someone orders something from us and they have an issue with it, we try to resolve it, just so everyone knows. It's me and Josh, that's it. That's the only two people that work for us. So sometimes it takes us more than a day. Sometimes it takes us multiple days. In fact, sometimes it might even take a little bit longer because it's just the two of us and we try and resolve things. Now, the other component of this is if you buy something from us that's through a third-party manufacturer, we're at their mercy to try and get some information. So recently someone ordered some parts from a third-party manufacturer through us, and they took advantage of our Black Friday sale, and when the third-party manufacturer shipped it out, I guess they changed the color of the device. They didn't tell us this just kind of happened. Again, we're at the third-party manufacturer's mercy. So the person got this and was very upset that it was not the color that they expected, even though this is a device that you're not going to see. So I don't know why it was a big deal, but whatever, they wanted a refund or they wanted a different device. Well, I emailed the company and asked, where can they return this thing? Before I even got an answer back from them, I said, hey, I've let them know I'm trying to figure out a return address. And the guy says, don't bother, I've already ordered it from somewhere else. Okay. So he didn't give us 24 hours to try and get anything going. So then
He gets blacklisted.
Right, well, yeah, this person's blacklisted. So then I'm like, okay, well, I'm still waiting to hear back from them on where to ship this so I can give you a return. Again, doesn't even wait 24 hours and submits a dispute with PayPal, which, if you know, submitting disputes and chargebacks and things like that, first of all, will piss us off a lot. Second of all, it can hurt us. Like, it could cost us more money and whatever. So I start pinging the company multiple times, trying to figure out this return address. They finally get back to me about a day later, so it took them maybe like 2 days to get me a return address. And so I sent it back to him. I said, return it and I'll give you a refund. But mind you, now I'm going through PayPal dispute. It's one of those things where it's not even that much money, so I just issued a refund. I didn't care anymore at this point, just to get them to go away. I just got a notification from PayPal saying that the resolution was in the buyer's favor, which hurts us. So even though all he wanted was a refund, it does actually hurt us. Please be patient if you're buying stuff from us. Be a reasonable human being. We're trying our best, and sometimes it's not anything that we can do to expedite things because we're at the mercy of these third parties, is all I'm trying to say. Anyway, now I have a phone call with our other investor in this company, and then we'll resume doing more stuff. So I have to get my computer set up. Yeah, stuff. All right, YouTube. So had a conversation with the only other investor in the company at this point. Good conversation. We also did some sticky buttons cleanup. So this panel we had to take it apart, soak it in a Boraxo solution. Came out really, really nice. So we're gonna get that back in that 458. It's still got some other stickies we gotta take care of, so we're gonna take care of those. And then we'll be able to get pictures of it and get it listed online. But if you happen to be interested in this car, it's for sale. It's a consignment car. We just had the binnacle redone. It's got Daytona seats with red stripes, and then it's got this red dash, which is really unusual. We've never seen it before. We just had the headliner reattached, taking care of the stickies. I don't think we're gonna do a full, take the dash apart, pull out stickies, because that's a whole lot of work, but we're gonna just do some cleanup on the other stickies. That's the clamshell. Yeah. Dang it. Gotta take apart the clamshell. I hate those damn sticky buttons. Anyway, we'll get this car sorted. That car is going out the door later today. The joys of doing dealership stuff. They're like, oh, we'll be there at 5 to pick it up. So I guarantee you they won't be here at 5. I will bet you almost any amount of money they will be here sometime closer to 6, maybe even 7, possibly 8. That's just the way it is. Just finished up doing a live stream, so we were watching the end of the auction for my old 599, and actually went for a pretty good amount, 186. That's pretty reasonable. I think that's a very reasonable value. Okay, I said earlier I would be impressed, and I would bet almost any amount of money that the shipper was not going to show up until after 5. Well, they showed up at 4. Dang! They never come early, and they came early. Dang it. On another piece of news, we're going to be doing a exhaust install next week. We got a set of Capristo headers for our friend Greg's 430 Scuderia. Yeah, those are nice. Very, very, very nice. Also, we should be getting back Austin's 599 from being converted. They finally took care of the clutch and all that stuff. Oof, it's bright. Oh, and we were just talking to Hoovy, and he wants to sell some cars. By the way,
More than one?
yeah, he's got a deal for us.
Oh, no.
I should talk to you.
Oh, no.
Hold on, I'm gonna pause the camera. All right, this is super nerdy of me, but there's this app called the Merlin Bird ID, and I use it to identify. You can record the sounds of birds chirping and stuff, and it lets you play back sounds and stuff. There's a bird out here that I'd never heard before, so I recorded his sound, and it's a northern flicker. Hear him? Hold on. Not that chirp. Here, I can play his sound. Hopefully, he actually was coming back and flying around me when I was playing his sound. So hold on. Here we go. See if we can get him to come back. Shoot. I think he's gone. Highly recommend it. It's free and it's super cool if you're into birds at all. I know I'm a nerd. But you record the sounds of the birds, it identifies them, tells them things about it and whatever, and you can play back their chirps and stuff. Sometimes the birds actually respond to it, which is really cool. Anyway, I guess that's going to wrap it up for today. It's late in the day. We got the Grand Sport 100th year anniversary, whatever call it, Centennial, that's it, Centennial God, still got the 458, got the other 458. We're still cleaning up the buttons on that. We'll work on that some more tomorrow. Hopefully get the rest of the buttons done so we can finally get that thing listed. Got the G-Wagon. We're out of 430s. So we need to buy some 430s. If you happen to know someone selling a 430, actually we need cars. We need some more Ferraris badly. So we only have the Testarossa, the Cali, and the two 458s for Ferraris. And then we have the Corvette, the G-Wagon, and the Raptor. And that's it. We're kind of low on inventory, so we need to buy some stuff bad. Of course, it's almost Christmas, so probably not going to sell anything until the new year. Or at least unlikely. But anyway, that's it. So you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Check out normalguysupercar.com. There you can buy parts and services from us. We do appreciate you guys' support. Use the code NGS10. Hooks you up with 10% off. And of course, NG Supercars, our dealership. We do appreciate when you guys can buy cars from us. And if you need any help with buying a car that's not with us, we offer a consultation service. So check that out. That is actually done through the Normal Guy Supercar website, not the dealership. But it's like so nice out. I can't believe this is December. Look at this. We've got this beautiful sunset in the background. There's birds chirping all over the place. It's peaceful and quiet. It's kind of a moment where you just like want to have a beer and sit here and enjoy it. But I guess it's time to go home. All right. See you guys in the next one. Bye.